Hello, my beautiful souls, and welcome to this message. I'm Erica. I am a psychic medium and a high priestess. If you are new here, welcome in, my loves. We are a Pillar of Light channel, and those of you guys returning, welcome back. Happy spring equinox, my loves. Those of you guys in the southern hemisphere, it's the fall equinox. But it's the equinox. Sorry guys, I'm not trying to be distracting, but I just have to fix my ponytail real quick. I had 2 scrunchies in and it was just like pulling on my hair like a little too tight, and I like it like more loose. I've never really been like that. Like I've never been able to do like really tight ponytails and you know, but I love braids and like French braids and stuff like that. But anyways, okay. So, you guys have seen the title. You guys already know why you're here. I don't even remember what I was saying, but oh, the equinox. So happy spring, happy Aries season, happy birthday to all my beautiful Aries out there. I'm an Aries rising, Aries moon. This portal, I mean, like, well, yeah, we are in a portal. We're in the eclipse portal. We're about to have the second eclipse here in just a couple days or a few days, to the one that we just had. Eclipses always happen in pairs. They always come in 2s. So it's a very potent and life-changing time right now, right? Like it may not be so 3D and physical, like the changes occurring for some, it absolutely is. And this is a divine channeled message in regards to divine feminine and divine masculine. And so I'm tuning into both energies, both polarities, right? And bringing forth the messages per usual for both of you guys. So, you know, whether you resonate as a divine masculine or divine feminine within this divine soul connection, and just to, you know, reiterate, like if you have connected to a divine counterpart, you know, someone who you have a past life recognition with, or a twin soul, that doesn't mean that's the end all be all, okay? Like that's not what this means. It's not what this stuff is about. And you know, my job here is to always to bring forth the divine truth. You know what I mean? So to help and to guide the best way possible, from source, from spirit, through me to you, right? And we don't want people to remain in karmic loops or pain cycles, right? Like where you're like clinging and codependent, and right, this is not that. That's the stuff that some of you guys are releasing, or you know, moving away from right now, or have in the recent past, or maybe you're about to, because everything that this eclipse is, that this portal and that this equinox, and the equinox, you guys, like it blew my mind. Like it is blowing my mind, mixed with all of the other astrology and the eclipse energies. It blew my fucking mind. I've been on this journey. I started my awakening in 2016, like the tail end of 2016. So, you know, going on 10 years, okay? And I have experienced the craziest things. I've felt the craziest things. I've, you know, had astral experiences, like meditation craziness and experiences, you know, when we do our workshops, when I do the portal workshops, you guys know that you know, like it's magical, it's phenomenal, it's wild, right? But it's absolutely real. And that's what these connections are. They are magical and wild and phenomenal, but they are about authenticity, and they're about healing, and they're about truth, right? And just bear with me for a second, because there's a reason why I'm saying all of this, and then we'll get into the message. But where we have still remained in the shadow, meaning like where we have still remained in an illusion, or like where you've been, right, like where you've still been not honest with yourself, or you haven't been living authentically, you know, in your soul's true purpose or your truth, or, you know, if you're still people pleasing, or you're stuck in a partnership or a career or a job, or whatever it is that's like not meant to be in our lives, okay, or within us any longer, is what has, you know, erupted like a volcano. And same thing for both feminine and masculine, okay? But the divine feminines, right? Like we know that the feminines have, you know, they're the way showers in this lifetime, right? So like the lifetime that, you know, you guys, all of us souls knew that we were coming back to. We knew that we were going to be walking, living, breathing prophecies fulfilled. And, you know, many of us, we prophesied this ourselves too, right? So there's a very deep soul knowing and soul resonance to all of this, is my point. And there's been so much density in both of you guys. There's been so much purging and clearing and lessons in both. The feminine being the way shower, we carry the light in the dark. We are the light in the dark for many. Not just our divine masculine counterpart, but for many. Or the masculine, you know what I mean? So this equinox and just where we're at energetically right now, like it blew my mind. Because for the past few months, especially for the last like month and a half, 2 months, I've had a lot of, and I haven't really spoke of it here on the channel at all because it's just not, you know, it's just my own stuff, right? There's a lot that I don't share, even though I'm very authentically transparent in a lot of ways, right? So I share what I must and what's necessary and what I'm guided to. So during this time, I've had like extreme body pain, inflammation. Like my body just felt like I was, and I've talked about this because I've connecting in like with my clients in readings or healing sessions. Like this is something that's coming up a lot for a lot of people where they're feeling a lot of like intense like physical pain in the body, etc. Right? Well, that physical pain, it's not just pain that just, right? Maybe you do have injuries or you have, you know, I'm getting carpal tunnel, or maybe you have fibromyalgia or things like that, right? But everything starts, it's energy, right? As above, so below. So it's emotional trauma, emotions and experiences that have been stuck, okay? Not just from this lifetime, but from other past lives as well. So I've been trying to move this energy because my body's been in so much pain, and like, you know, I'm very sensitive to like ibuprofen and things like that. Like with, I don't know, it just irritates my stomach. And anyway, so, you know, I've been trying to do, which is good because, right? So I've been doing a lot more because anyways, I'm with the equinox and like the energy shift that I felt, which was so extreme. That was what I was saying earlier. In the 9 years, you know, that I've been awakening and doing this work and on this, right? I've never felt a shift like this, you guys, ever. Like, okay? And it's happening for many, right? It happened for many. And for the divine masculine too, right? So it's like, what I'm literally hearing is it came in and like it wiped the slate clean. Like I'm seeing like a huge arm, like God, like God's arm or something, right? God's arm came down on this huge table, right? And just cleared, like when someone clears off a desk like that, like they just knock it all off. It's like that, but it was very deep, you know. It's basically like where we've like learned the lessons and like, you know, like where we've like learned the lessons and like the karma that we've been clearing and healing and like other things. It's divine assistance. It's helping us. It's upgrading us. It's activating us in much higher dimensions, etc. Higher levels of consciousness, higher levels of love, higher levels of abundance, higher levels of opportunity and connections. And, you know, so it really is out with the old and with the new. If you guys are new here, like I always start the messages out with channeling. I usually have like a download, channeled messages, etc. Right? Like what's going on, you know, in the collective today, basically, okay? And then usually around 10 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever, then I will start pulling the cards, and then we'll see where that takes us. But anyways, everything I share is for a reason. It's the most important part of the reading, okay? So let me know in the comments how you guys are feeling, because I'm really curious. I mean, I love connecting with you guys there anyways. Thank you so much for taking the time to leave a comment and connect with me. And for supporting and liking the video and, you know, all the things. But how are you guys feeling? Like, did you feel the shift? Because it was huge. So I'm curious, because I want to know. Like, I was telling my mom about it, and I asked her, and she was like, I felt it too. She's like, it was like during the night she felt it. And I think that's where a lot of us felt it. I actually slept pretty good that night, but like I woke up yesterday morning and I literally felt like, I don't want to say like I felt like a brand new person, like completely, you know, but I did, like on a very profound level. Like I woke up feeling, I even feel like my aura like lightened. Like, I don't know. I feel like I can feel and see more of my glow, my aura, my light, where there was more of a dark, not like a darkness, but you know, like more of like a dense, like heavier kind of shadowy energy that I felt and saw. And I know what that is. And I, you know, and I knew what it was. And now it's gone because of the equinox and because of like, you know, just being in the center of the eclipse portal, etc. But then the equinox came in and it just, so I woke up yesterday feeling like the pain in my body, first of all, especially in the lower half, because it was a lot of suppressed trauma, grief, anger, rage, you know. My anxiety was just like, it lifted, you know what I mean? My body feels light again. Like I feel good. And this is the true rebirth energy. This is what it's like. And I have felt it before, but never like this. And, you know, if you guys have been with me, you know, for a little while, like, you guys know that, like, I've been saying for months now that March would be the month where everything shifts and changes. I'm not an astrologer. Like, I knew that we'd be having the eclipses and things like that, but I don't keep up on all that stuff. I just tune into, you know, everything, I guess, you know? So anyways, so I want to know how you guys are feeling. And then I also, like, you know, let me know, like, you know, especially if you're a twin soul, because marriage and rekindling, you know, the twin flame connection, like, you know, past life soul connections are powerful and intense and beautiful. You know, like divine past life soul connections, you know. But the twin soul, it's not like it's, I don't know, everyone thinks like they want some kind of, everyone thinks that they want to, first of all, you can't just like wish for a twin flame or manifest a twin flame. It's like you either are a twin soul, it's your soul blueprint, or it's not. And if people really knew the twin soul journey and like what it's, you know, you would never in a freaking million years ever like be like, oh, I want to meet a twin flame or something like that, you know. Like it's crazy to me that people are like that or think that way. Like, and I, you know, I blame it on, you know, of course, like, you know, readers out there, you know, just false, stupid shit, like twin flame, you know, documentary that they did on Netflix, like stuff like that, you know, or people who think they're twin flames, even readers who have like twin flame channels here and stuff that like, but they're really not twin flames. But anyways, it's there's no like comparison. It's not like about like, oh, this is like a stronger, you know, like more loving connection than this one. This is like the epitome of romance, like as opposed to this one. It's nothing like that. Okay, it's an even playing field here. But like, why was I even saying that, you guys? I don't know why, but I'm hearing a honky tonk. Like, clearly I'm Gypsy Cowgirl. I am a cowgirl. I am a country girl through and through. Always have been, always will be. I mean, I did in my 20s have my time in the city, you know what I mean? Like, career-wise and success-wise and all that, but I honestly hated it. Like, I love what I did, but I hated being in the city. Anyways, but I'm like, I'm hearing honky tonk. Like, I don't know. There could be something about that, like a song, a country song, or like maybe a memory for you, or I don't know. But anyways. So my point in all of this, you guys, is I was right, and I just didn't know how right I was. Like, I felt it and I could see it with my, you know, about March, but I had no idea how on point it was until right now as I'm experiencing it. And oh my gosh, like, you guys know that I'm like getting ready to start my second channel. I'm going to officially start it on 4/4 on April 4th. That was the guidance, and I'm so happy. You know me, I do everything, like, I wait for that guidance, or I wait for the go ahead or the green light. You know what I mean? Like, okay, now we go. So I'm officially starting that, and that channel is going to be all about the priestess path, also for men and women, for my high priest and my high priestesses out there, okay? Divine masculine and feminine. But it's definitely all centered around like stuff that I've done here, but I don't want that much of a mixture. Like, this is still going to be channeled messages, DMDF, zodiacs, other channeled messages. You guys know me, like anything that comes through that you need to know or that I need to share. But this other channel is going to be all about the priestess within, the priestess path, you know, the priestess rising, you know, and I'm going to be speaking to the masses, you know, whether you just started your awakening or you've been on it for 30 years, you know, or whatever. But I am bringing forth, you know, my rose codes, my Magdalene codes, my Isis codes, my ancient knowledges and wisdoms, etc. But right now, because of this rebirth and because of like everything that like we are finally getting to experience after so long of darkness, we've been, all of us, if this message is for you, you'll know. And if this message is for you, then you're still here and you're not the person who's trying to skip ahead and wait until they see me, you know, pulling cards. Right? There's so much coming through. Bear with me, you guys. So the ones, you know what I mean? Like, if this is truly for you, you've been through an extreme amount of shadow, darkness. You've been in the dark cocoon, you know, being transformed, and it has been brutal. And it has been, I'm gonna say, for the last 3 years, last year, 2024, like hands down for sure. But like up until like right now, this point, you've been going through it. It's been very difficult. It's been one thing after the other. And this is how initiations work. This was a huge initiation, a huge test. Love conquers all. But it was initiations of love and faith. And, you know, are you ready for these spiritual gifts? Are you ready for more gifts? You know, are you ready to, you know, have these activations, which they come through as ideas. Okay. So like you have, right. Are you ready for this one idea in particular? Are you ready for this activation? Same thing with the divine masculine. I know we're already 18 minutes in, but I love this. Love conquers all. So right now what we're seeing is full circle moment. This is full circle moment, you guys. Okay. For a lot of people. And you know, we have what, like another like a week and a half or something left of March, something like that, or I don't even know. Yeah, something like that, right? So, you know, and then we go into April, and it's just like from here on out, you guys, like I'm not saying it's gonna be like all perfect and rainbows and unicorns and, you know, all that stuff, but it's gonna be different, way different than it has been. Okay, this is the full circle moment. Love conquers all, mi amors. Love conquers all. And same thing in these divine connections, these divine unions. Love is the answer. Love is the religion. Love is the key. Love is the way. Love is to your heaven on earth, to your greatest, biggest blessings, to your gifts, to, right, everything. So right now, it's this right here is you both, masculine and feminine, are really, really, really feeling those heart expansions, those heart activations. You know, both masculine and feminine, you guys are going to feel more emotional than usual. You may find yourself like, yeah, like you're just feeling more. That's what this is. You're feeling on deeper levels. You're feeling more expansively. Both of you guys are. Both. Feeling very emotional, tearing up, like getting that like choke in your throat, you know what I mean? And tearing up. But this time, instead of like, you know, due to like past life trauma and experiences, you know, we've been taught that like crying is weakness. Like like we start going like this, right? To try, oh my God, I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry. But literally that's like the number one thing we should be doing. We should have been doing like our entire life, right? Now is the moment where you feel it to heal it, mi amors. It comes up, you know what? Like you're aware. There's so much awareness. There's so much higher consciousness and awareness and seeing through what you didn't see even yesterday. Okay? On both ends, where you're more conscious to your emotions. It's not just, oh, that pissed me off. It's that angered me, and sitting with that for a moment, you know, like honoring that, like, wow, that like really like pissed me off, you know, and then kind of sitting with it and then going, okay, like, why did that piss me off so much? What was the trigger? You know, I'm ready. I release this trigger, this wound, you know, blah, 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 with unconditional love. And so it is. That's it. It's literally that simple sometimes, right? So you guys are both feeling it to heal it. You have been, and it's been in a very emotional roller coaster. Masculines, especially, their heart has cracked open in such a big way. I'm specifically hearing over the past 3-4 weeks. So leading up to the eclipses, right now during the eclipse portal, like with the equinox, the equinox was a massive heart opener. It was a crown chakra. It was a heart chakra. But the heart went boom. It was like a sonic boom, okay? That opened and cleared is the bigger thing. Yes, there was other clearings from your body, other chakras, your energy, whatever, right? But the heart knows what the heart wants. That's what I'm getting here. Okay, 22 minutes in. All right, what do we got, Spirit? What do we got? Tested. See? Every single thing that I just spoke of and channeled, it was about the initiation and the tests. You guys have been extra tested. Right now, the masculines are feeling highly triggered, very triggered. They've been feeling very triggered. A lot of anger, irritation, frustration at themselves, at the situations, people around them. They've been very short fused. You know how that saying goes, like you have a short fuse, like a short temper. It's like that. They go 0 to 60 like that. They're very snappy. You know what I mean? But all of that is pent up anger. It's unresolved, pent up, suppressed, you know, stuff that when they were going through karmic tests and cycles before or whatever, you know, they were not passing the test. So we know that we will keep going through the same things and having the same experiences until we finally awaken, see it all one day and go, what the hell? What have I been doing? Like, this is crazy, right? Your strengths and your weaknesses are being tested. So yeah, and exactly. I'm like having a conversation with spirit or whatever, but it's literally like, with my higher self, it's that's their biggest test. So it's, you know, like for the masculine, their biggest test of strength and weaknesses, like their strength is, you know, allowing themselves to take accountability, to feel, to be more authentic, to speak truth, to honor what they feel, honor their truth, to not live by other people's rules, expectations, to not people please or feel guilt and shame around how they feel, you know, like I went out of this marriage, but I feel bad breaking up the family, and, you know, my spouse is, you know, financially dependent, and, you know, how are they going to support themselves? I can't just leave them high and dry. It's like things, these are examples, but these are big examples because I know, because, you know, I work with people daily for this, you know, I'm started my business 4 years ago this year, you know, and I've seen it all, you know, And that's a big one. That's a big one, especially for men, because men are biologically wired, like they are programmed, like their psyche, right? And it's an archetype for divine masculine too, where it's the protector, the warrior, the father, the king, you know, but they're also the protector, the provider. They're the hunter, the provider. So they're programmed, just like the woman or the feminine is programmed to be the caregiver, the nurturer, right? But we know this, that it's been very unbalanced in these regards for thousands of years, and patriarchal rule and all that, right? So the divine masculine's test, so it's like for the divine feminine, a lot of feminine's tests have been around that, about over giving, over, you know, like, you know, feeling abandonment triggers. So you overcompensate, you know, someone pulls away from you that you're dating or that you're with, you know, you can feel their energy pull back, and then you get closer, and what's wrong? Can we talk? Like, what's happening? Do you know what I mean? That's all like triggering of like wounds, right? And codependency and all that, right? Masculine's test, especially like recently, it's been about finding divine strength, meaning not like programmed generational, I gotta be strong, I gotta be the man or whatever, you know what I mean? But the true strength comes from the heart. And that's a big test that they have been facing and moving through. And what I keep hearing is they pass the test. They pass the test, you guys. Love conquers all, that's why. Love conquers all, they passed the test. You both have. You both have. You know why? Because you learned it's not about trying to find love outside of yourself. Masculine has been clinging to, you know, situations that make them feel more whole because of how unwhole they feel or whatever, you know. I gotta work, I gotta make more money, I got it right to fill that void. The void now is, they're aware of that. They're seeing their own patterns, just like you are, whoever I'm talking to, divine feminines. I say that because I have a lot of divine feminines here, but your connection is eternal and unbreakable. And that's another thing I keep getting, is literally like divine masculine, like it's just huge moments of truth with themselves and you know, about like their life. And there's a lot of like reflection where we have Mercury and Venus retrograde plus the eclipses. Like the eclipses, they bring up all the shadow and all the subconscious stuff and the, you know what I mean? And it's like, right, like a shit, it's like a shit show, right? And then, you know, plus like it's with the full moon or the new moon or whatever. But anyways, it's about like with Mercury retrograde, it's all about the past. You know, the re, that's what I always say with when we have these transits. It's about reflection, readjusting, you know, remembering, right, etc. and so forth. Okay, maybe, and then like fears of rejection, and then what else do these retrograde periods and things bring about? Sometimes resurrection of self, of the past, of connections, or right. So anyways, your connection is eternal and unbreakable. And this has been on the bottom of the deck here, like it was on the bottom, excuse me, it came out earlier. It came out with the tested card, actually. So you guys have been, both of you have been very, very tested. That's what I mean. That's what this it's like, it came in and it was the great, like it was literally equinox. It was an equalizer and a massive like woof, like it lit you both up. You guys are both feeling the eternal bond, the eternal connection, like on a soul level, like the higher selves are like in full union. They're full Hyros Gamos union. And both the higher selves are saying to you guys, like what I was getting from the masculine is, it's always been you. Like it is you guys. Like it is you guys together. It is you guys here for, you know, to it's you against the world. You know what I mean? Like that. Okay. So a lot of tests connecting to union, because like I said, a lot of your karma in this lifetime, a big chunk of it for both of you guys was lessons around, you know, partnerships and that was a lot of, and it's a lot of lineage generational stuff. Like a lot of the divine masculines and right? Like you have been trying to be with, you've been trying to find partners who are like your mother and fathers because of childhood wounding, trauma, abandonment, like, you know, trying to, right? So there's a lot that goes into it, but this is the stuff that is, it's healed. Okay. And masculine is seeing it too. I know a lot of you, of the feminines, have been seeing it, but the union card, the union of divine soul counterparts, is a miraculous event that brings when that begins when you least expect it. This is beautiful. You guys, this is literally like the tower. It's like the tower energy. Not, I'm saying in the way of like when you least expect it, that's the tower. It happens when you least expect it. Yesterday I was watching, there's this like documentary on Netflix. I love like stuff about like nature and like, you know, natural disasters, hurricanes, tornadoes, like tsunamis, you know, like just different things like that too, right? So this was a documentary that just came out back from 2011, and it was from Tornado Alley in the Midwest here in the US, and it happened in Missouri in a town called Joplin. Some of you guys might remember it. I kind of remember it like when this all happened, because that was like a bad year anyways for them, for like with tornadoes. But anyways, it was this, like, I think it's like the largest tornado that they've ever had, like ever, to like date or something like that. But it was a monster of a tornado. Like I was just it's really good. If you guys feel called, go watch it. Like they did a really great job of like, it's just, it was crazy. Like you felt like you were in the tornado, like, and everything was just right. But that, it triggered me to remember that and talk about that, because that's this. I'm not saying it's your love or the connection is not a tornado, but you guys have both been going through the test, the tornado. You've been going through the towers, through the judgment, through, right? And it is literally like, it makes you or it breaks you. It makes you or it breaks you, because you always have free will. Some people say this is too much, and I'm just going to keep doing what I've been doing. And, you know, and they can do that. Anyone can do that. Any one of us can do that. But we know that if we do that and we're meant to ascend and we're already, right, that we're just going to keep experiencing like the same things over and over again. The universe will keep trying to get you to align. So it's like you have free will, but you can have your free will, but it will be very uncomfortable to remain like that. You know what I mean? And so that's what the divine masculine, I mean, divine feminine too, but that's what the divine masculine is. They're surrendering. They've surrendered to. Okay. So it literally is just like out with the old and with the new. Endings that bring beginnings, you guys. This is truly like, if I've ever in my life, because I've been off. Today is Saturday. I actually came back to work yesterday, Friday, but I wasn't like here online. I was kind of like meeting with clients and stuff. So I was off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I took 4 days off because I knew that it was like the eclipse and like moving into the equinox. Like the energy was wild. So I honor myself now and I take time to integrate, etc. And I'm glad that I did anyways, because literally like for like 3 days straight, I had like a really intense, kind of like a migraine. But I knew it was just a ton. Again, it was just a lot of shit that's been stuck in here in my crown, my third eye and crown chakra and throat. But these two, and then the heart was like, oh, and the solar plexus, huge. But like I said, it's in everything. I felt it in everything, but for you guys too. So again, let me know in the comments how you're feeling. Okay. So, okay. I'm going to switch decks. We have the yin and the yang. I love this. There's a lot of like, I've been talking a lot about balance, and then we literally have like the balanced masculine, feminine energy. This speaks of your energy within. That's why you've been going, that's what these are for. The tests and the, right? It's to get you to balance, because the universe, right? Karmic justice scales, it operates off balance. It loves balance. So when we are imbalanced, it's going to continuously try to balance us. So Divine masculines have had, they've been more of like their energy has been more imbalanced than the divine feminine, because divine feminine as the way shower like has surrendered more and is like, you know, been like kind of further along in their ascension journey, right? Well, now the masculine, like I said, it's an acceleration of ascension. It's an accelerated, it's time, it's quantum leaping, it's timeline jumping. Both of you guys, both of you. So something that maybe would have happened like a year from now, it happens like a day from now. It's that powerful quantum timeline jumps and leaps, okay? So the masculine is jumping massive timelines to change their life, to align, to feel better, to love on themselves, to get their shit straight, like whatever they've got to do. Same thing with feminine. I mean, you guys both are, there's always stuff going on, right? So, but there's very fast alignment, and then things moving very fast. Like the yin and the yang symbol of twin flames, like the yin and the yang symbol, twin flames contain an aspect of each other's character within themselves, because a twin soul is you are them. Like you are from the same ascended soul that split into two. So it's not like you're half a soul. You are full souls, but you are such an ancient, masterful, ascended, highly evolved soul that you decided for the balancing of the universe and for the greatest good. That's, you guys were split into two. It was split into two, and that's okay. So anyways, yin and the yang, balance, balance, balance. And then synchronicities. Synchronicities, we know, like they're off the charts. The universe is just crazy, because the higher you ascend, the crazier it gets, you know? Honeybees and, you know, spring, we like, this is confirmation. This is a synchronicity of the timing, you guys, because this message is the first message that I'm doing for like this time, spring equinox, since the spring equinox and Aries season started. This is a spring equinox update for DM and DF, twin flames or soulmates. A divine soul counterpart. A divine soul counterpart relationship is blessed with amazing moments of synchronicity. So the reason why I said that twice is because it's like you guys are divine soul counterparts, okay? Like forget the label. It's about the connection. It's about, right, all the things, okay? Both of you guys are, the synchronicities are relentless. They're relentless, especially for the divine masculine, because they're constant in their face, and the universe does that because it's guiding them to the truth. It's showing them that they're not crazy. It's showing them that, you know, this is freaking powerful because they've never experienced anything like this before, or like the synchronicities before, right? So anyways, but it speaks of, you know, you have miraculous moments here. You have literal union. So we're at 38 minutes. Past lives, a lot of past life synchronicity too. Like when, you know, like when you guys connected before, you know, you went into a separation healing phase of the journey. You know, like I said, for twin flames, it's a non-negotiable. Like that's a part of it, is the triggering and the, you know what I mean? Not all past life soul connections, right, have that kind of triggering and things like that. You see some people come together and they're divine counterpart, past life soulmates, and they're like the couples that you see and you're just like it was love at first sight. You know, they'll say things like that, like it was love at first sight. I know the moment I saw her, I know the moment I saw him, and we've been together ever since. But it's not karmic. They actually like balance each other and flow with each other, and, you know, and they're not, it's never perfect. You know, everyone has their things, but you guys know what I mean. Okay. So past life soulmates, they're not like a twin soul, where twin souls, it's a part of the journey. It's a part of the journey where it's such a powerful frequency. Okay. Because of the frequency of the soul, right? So it's physically impossible. That's like when like people like, you know, like when they like all the time, like people will be like, oh yeah, you know, I'm a twin flame. I met my twin flame. We met and we were, you know, we were together for like 2 years, a year. We were married for 10 years. I'm like, that's not a twin flame. And I don't judge or whatever. It's not my place. And I don't confirm yes or no for anyone. Because again, that's not my place. But I can channel and do other things like in readings and one-on-ones. But anyways, it's too powerful. It's too powerful. And that's why. I mean, that's not why, but that's a huge part. So you guys, it's triggering and you physically can't even, because it's so powerful. So you go into separation and that's your healing journey, right? Now I remember why I was saying that. It was about like the union when things, because it says, the union of divine soul counterparts is a miraculous event. And that's literally what I feel, you guys. Like, you've been through so much to get to this place. Not just even about this, about everything. You've gone through so much to be in this energy of rebirth and alignment and miracles. And like, the universe has tricks up her sleeve, you guys. Like, when you manifest, you should be saying, right? This or something more. This or something better. Always, right? The universe is sending things in that are way beyond what you are even, that's even in your radar. Like, it's not in vain, the healing work that we do. It's for the greatest good. And it's for balance, right? So the universe pays big. It's like, you know, it's like a paycheck, right? Like, you're just waiting for your same, you know, your paycheck or whatever. And maybe it's a little bit higher that, you know, so maybe this is like symbolic of the manifestations. I see, my heart's been clearing too. So like, I have a lot of like not to be TMI, but a lot of clearing, like phlegm. And that's natural. So if you are going through this right now, or you are getting that too, that's good. That's a great sign, you guys. And I highly suggest to help, you know, out with like lymphatic drainage and stuff like that. But CMOS. I get CMOS capsules. It's CMOS with bladderwrack root and burdock root off Amazon. It's, you know, I checked it. It's like a really good, I don't remember the brand, but it's like a really good brand. I checked it, like, you know, they do like third-party testing. It's organic, like all these different things, right? Because I'm really picky. You guys know there's some shady shit out there on Amazon. And so I'm really picky, and I always tune in with my gifts and feel like, is this, nope, nope, keep scrolling. Nope, you know, and that happens all the time, every time I go on Amazon. So anyways, I'm sharing that with you guys because it helps. So I haven't been here for 4 days, so I'm really trying to, there's a lot I want to share, and I'm going to be recording, you guys. So, and then I'm starting the zodiacs too for the end of month, going into, you know, like the first couple days of April or whatever. So anyhow, okay, let's get back to the message. Hope. This is the divine masculine right here. Okay. Like, I don't know, it could be a man or a woman, but to me, the way that it's the masculine holding a lot of hope and a lot of faith right now in their hands, connecting with the divine feminine. Okay. We know for many that the masculine has been wanting to, they're hoping that this is just, again, this is another, it's just a part of their, you know, their ego and the triggering and abandonment, whatever, right? I don't feel like it's going to stop them. I mean, we have 2 major arcanas. This is the Star card in this deck, and this is the Devil. You could be dealing with an Aquarius or a Capricorn, but that stuff doesn't really matter. It's just the energy. But sometimes, you know, sometimes I will say things about for the zodiacs. They're hoping that, because that's a fear. They have a fear that because of, there's that Tower, the disruption, that's the Tower card in this deck. Okay, so hold on. They have a fear around, you know, reconnecting, you know, sending a message or calling, whatever. There's the fear that's the fear that's been a fear for a while. Okay, it's no secret. Okay, but their faith is stronger than the devil. The light always wins. The light always wins. Just like here on earth, in our new earth, our golden age on earth, because of our light, our hope, our love, our faith, our trust, we all individually have been, because of this, conquering the devil, the shadow energy, you know, not judging it. Like, this is the thing though, the devil is not evil. It's not like Christianity and their false devil. Okay? Are there Luciferian energies out there, etc., etc.? Absolutely. But it's not what, you know, it's not what man made up, like in the Bible. And I'm not saying the Bible is all false, because there's a lot of truth in the Bible, but it's legit, like a lot of. So anyways, going back, reel it back, Erica. Bring it back. You guys remember that song? Oh my God. I'm saying this because it's happening collectively, but it's perfect for what's happening within both of you. We've all had to choose. We have free will to choose hope and faith and light and love and healing. This is a card of healing as well, the star card energy, to conquer our inner demons, our shadow, our temptations, our patterns, our addictions, our everything that's karmic bondage. Okay. So I love this, because this is massive confirmation that, again, I'm tuning in for both of you guys, that both of you guys have reached this new level. And going back to the masculine sphere, I don't feel that it, I mean, I don't know. They all have free will. It's going to be case-to-case scenario. But what I'm seeing and feeling is that this is the moment that the fear is conquered. It feels like they've already conquered it. It feels like I'm hearing, yeah, I'm getting a plan of action. So a plan of action. So then we have the Tower, and I've been talking about this, right? And then we have that like unexpected, miraculous moments. You know what I mean? I'm hearing truth coming to the light. See, he has his hand on the key. It's like, see how he's like, it looks like his head's like going really fast, like shaking her. It's like they've been going back and forth, like going crazy in this energy. Look, like crazy. But the light always wins. That's the light in the dark. And now they see the key and the opportunity and the path and all the things, and they're going after it. That's what I think. Yep. You can't make this shit up. You have 4 major arcanas from this deck, Psychic Tarot. It's like Oracle Tarot, but it's tarot. Literally 15, 16, 17, and then 19. We don't have 18. It's the Sun card. And it's a divine feminine woman. And she's the sun. She's the light. What did I just say? The light always wins. And I've been right throughout, right? The feminine. Okay. I didn't even talk about this, but I didn't even talk about the freaking download that I got. And the download is, maybe I'll do a separate message for this download, but I'll share with you guys here right at the end. Look at that awareness. Look at that. See, oh my God. So listen to the download. So the download was from the divine masculine, and the masculine literally was coming through just saying, okay, well, I did share about, it's always been you from day one. It's been you. So it's like they're seeing and feeling on this very higher ascended level, clearer level, truth, divine level of, because they've always felt like it was you, like there was something about you, like, like there was this, right, recognition within you, but they were still so asleep in lower vibration or consciousness that they kept, telling themselves that it's just, it's just something like basically like trying to make it mundane, and, like you'll get over that person, like, oh, you just want them because they rejected you, or you just, you miss them because, you guys didn't date for very long, and you just get stuck sometimes thinking what might have been, or things like that. But that's not it at all. And that's what's coming to light. And didn't I say a moment ago or a few minutes ago, something, something. And I was all, I'm hearing that like the truth is coming to light. There it is. There it is. So I'm sorry, I keep forgetting, but I'm just like channeling. There's a lot, like I said. So the divine masculine is extremely aware. I love like this equinox and the eclipse portal. It is massive for everyone. Because even I talked about, I could feel like the massive clearing in my crown and my third eye, right? And I had like the intense headache and I was exhausted, like just a lot. So it's like they're very aware of all of this. That's what I'm getting here with that. Yeah, they're feeling like a lot of processing emotional loss, a lot of processing and clearing of deception and energy, a lot of clearing and activating in the sacral, which the sacral chakra is an emotional center. It is an emotional center, and it's actually like everything goes through the heart, but the sacral and the solar plexus, very powerful manifestation centers, especially the sacral chakra. You are the light. You are that light in the dark. You're literally that. Like everything about you is magnetic. It is authentic. It is divine. You are the diamond. You are this beautiful, like, right? Okay, so you are the light. They're following the light out of the cocoon, out of the darkness. The darkness is where the creation is always born. The baby in the mother's womb, darkness. When you plant the seed in the soil, in the ground, darkness. But somehow the seed knows, as it's tended to and nurtured, and it takes time, right? Very Seven of Pentacles. It grows. It just knows, the little seed way down in the dirt, it just knows to reach and move towards the light, and that it will grow if it does, right? Okay. So anyways, and I know seeds aren't sitting there thinking, should I go towards the light or should it, right? But hey, I've had plenty of garden. In fact, I'm getting ready to plant my garden in the next like week or two, but I need my dad to come over and we need to go to Lowe's, and this year I'm going to have him help me just throw up some, planter boxes. When you guys are doing gardens, I'm telling you, I love gardening. I've been an avid gardener for over 20 years. You don't need to be all fancy schmancy and go get the, you know what I mean? I do it simple. I do it effective. I do it cheap, but my gardens are always like, people are always like, what do you do? How do you, Anyways, I don't know. I'm saying everything I share is for a reason. So some of you guys are maybe thinking that, you know what I mean? Just, it's very simple. Okay. And I love it because it is my medicine. Okay. I love gardening. I love having my hands in the dirt. I love being out barefoot on the soil, have music playing, connecting with the sun. Like I feel like her, like when I'm doing that. So, but my point going back to the seed was, the seed knows to grow towards the light and move, right? So it's the masculine. It's the masculine. It is the seed that it's you are the light, they are that seed. So they've been in that darkness and they are growing and growing, but they're reaching towards the light, okay? So I have no idea what I'm gonna call this, you guys, but I love you so much, and like I just, we have to be graceful with ourselves during these journeys, right? Because it is not a one size fits all. It is not a one and done. It is not, I'm very big on spiritual independence. I'm very big on, really honoring your own path and journey. Like these readings, right? I don't care who it is, me, whoever. You can claim them, they resonate. That makes me happy. That's like what this is all about, and I'm going to toot my own horn. Like my channeling and my messages are always on point. You guys know my personal clients, if you guys want to leave a comment, feel free. I'm very modest about that stuff, but I'm really good at what I do. I'm a badass at what I do. A true priestess at what I do. My point is with that, even though these are collective, like they are so on point. Like I know they are, but my point with like spiritual independence and all that is, Oh shit, hold on. Spirit is like, no, 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 don't shuffle. What? Oh God, what did I just put these two down. These two, I just put these two down. This one's way over here. I don't know what I just did, you guys. You guys saw, I don't even, literally, the last like 10 seconds, I don't know what I just did. But look, the Celtic knot, card number 24. These could be like special numbers for you guys, but oh my God. Oh, because I knocked it down. No, I knocked these two down. I don't know, but hold on. It's like everything is just, okay, I'm not taking those. Hold on. I was going to shuffle, but Spirit was like, no, stop. Okay, so we have the stallion and the church. These could all be like synchronicities. I don't know. Horses. I love horses. Gypsy Cowgirl. I love horses. You know, my goal is to have my ranch. I was hoping to have it already, but taking a little bit longer. But it's okay. It's okay. I trust in, I have pure faith in divine timing. But it represents endurance and strength and speed, right? Like horsepower, right? Like extremely resilient, extremely strong. This is for me, the divine masculine, just charging forward. But this literally speaks, the very first thing is breaking free. It's like a wild horse. Wild horses couldn't keep me away. The Rolling Stones, Wild Horses, okay? You guys go listen to that. Just look up the lyrics. If this is your reading, that's for you right now from this person. Breaking free, being wild versus tame. That's what I mean. Divine masculine, they feel and know with the divine feminine, a true divine feminine, that they can be in a partnership. They can be monogamous, but with you or with the divine feminine, because the divine masculine, you know, just like the feminine has that inner like wild woman and, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like tantric and, you know, sexy and like, but also wild and free and dancing naked through the woods and screaming and howling at the moon, right? We have that inner like primal, like, you know, like just wild energy. And the divine masculine does too, but you know, both of you guys have always been in partnerships, etc. That we've always been caged and boxed. We've always been, put into a confined box, and it's, very, right? So with the divine feminine, the masculine knows that they can be wild and free. Not wild and free like, being like a chump out, partying and strip clubs. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about divine unions. This is like, I can be myself. I can have my own passions. I can have, free time and my own hobbies, and I can go places with my buddies, and it's not going to be an issue with her. It's, like how it always has been with everyone else, right? Like I can be wild versus this boring, tame, mundane. It's like that. Okay, strong emotions, exactly. Full speed, like, oh my gosh, you guys, like this desire, a driving force, their emotions, these strong emotions and the desire, and also it's a sexual energy, freedom. They have the strongest desire for freedom, just like feminine. Okay, but like with the divine feminine, they can be with her and free. They can be with her and feel the wildness and adventure of life. Because the divine feminine has her own things going on. She's her self-sufficient. She's also independent, but she's not overly in her masculine. Like, a lot of women out there, right, example, are like, I'm an independent woman and I'm this and I'm that, right? And they take feminism and feminists to a completely different level that is just off base. It's like crazy to me. Like people are, it's just wild. But anyways, it's that's why we're all here. That's why we're all here, right? But it's like, she is the empress, but she's also, right? Like, okay. So it's like he knows he can, be free, have fun. Like they would have an adventuresome like energy together, and, but also like be able to connect deeply. And like, there's just, it's everything. The masculine, what I got immediately, and that's why Spirit stopped me, is breaking free of a marriage or some kind of, they could be engaged. okay? Or living together. Like basically like they could be in a connection where it's basically like they feel married or they literally are married. But they're breaking free of that, okay? This horse right here, this stallion is running right. This is what they're running towards. Unconditional love, love without condition. That's what the masculine knows within the feminine. Okay? And the feminine within the masculine. It is love without condition. Legendary, like epic, right? Like this is legendary. Like this is the stuff that, you know, like this is real love. Divine union. So we have two different decks. We have two different cards of union and divine union. The Celtic knot, we have the unbreakable bond and eternal bond thing earlier too. The Celtic knot is unbreakable. It cannot be undone once it's done, right? Eternal love, infinity. We have the infinity symbol. Some of you guys, I'm getting like infinity symbol, like tattoos or something like that. Like this is not an infinity symbol, but that's kind of like what I'm seeing. Like it would go, you know, like that, like, or maybe even like right around here. Enduring, this love will endure. It will endure. It's the love of a lifetime. Feeling very connected. The divine masculine is feeling you guys are both feeling the connection on a very high level and a deep level right now. Both of you guys. The equinox shifted something powerfully. And I mean the eclipses too, but it's crazy. Okay, so what do I want to end on? You know what, we're already an hour in, so I'm just gonna get a few messages and we're just gonna see like maybe what they want to, like what wants to come through from the divine masculine, like what they want to say to the divine feminine. I don't know. But anyways, you guys, like I love you so much. Thank you for being here with me. Let me know how you're feeling. Like I said, let me know how this connects with you. You know, are you picking up things from your divine feminine or divine masculine? You know, like, I don't know, just anything. I'm just so like, I don't know. I'm curious. I want to hear all the things. And if you guys want to work with me one-on-one, you know, honing in on your own twin flame journey, or you need spiritual guidance, or you're at a crossroads, it could be literally anything, you guys, right? For psychic mediumship reading, general reading, it's in the description box below. And that's where you'll find all of my different reading options and services. Like I do a 20-minute Ven sesh. I'm a past life Akashic record guide and reader. So I tune into the Akashic field, like the THRU Akashic field. Because yes, there are, yeah, there's only one Akashic records, but it's a different time, different story, different time, different day. And then I do like, you know, one-on-one, like energetic healing sessions with clients through light language, just different kinds of, you know, things like that, sound, channeling, like tuning into your different bodies, you know, helping to patch up like your energy field or your auric field, like just different stuff like that, you know. It's all there. It's all there. And we are officially, you guys know, I'm just so excited. We are doing a Mary Magdalene spiritual retreat in southern France in September, from the September 20th through the 29th of this year. So like 5-6 months away or whatever. And I'm co-hosting with a beloved divine couple, and you guys will start to become more familiar with them because I have connected with them. They are my soul family. We have soul work to do together here on earth. It's a part of our missions. But I've been connecting with them for the last several years, and we were divinely guided to connect with each other. I've been a part of Stellar, who's the feminine embodiment of Mary Magdalene. So she, you know, connects and channels her like many of us do. But her teachings and like the books that she wrote a book. It's not like you can't go buy it just anywhere. But it's true teachings and codexes of the Magdalene, Mary Magdalene and the Rose lineage. But anyways, and her beloved John, her husband. I just adore them both so much, you guys. Like I call them like my spiritual mom and father. You know what I mean? Like that's, but they're sister and brother. But John is a walk-in soul. He came in to another body that was already here on earth, right? And that is, it's a contract between the souls. So anyway, so he came in to the body he's in now to come down and to be Stellar's beloved and warrior and protector. They've been doing these sacred Magdalene retreats for over 10 years. Anyways, it's a whole thing, you guys. Like, this is not like, I know there's so many retreats out there. You guys trust me. It's just like tarot and everything else. Like, and I know some of them are really incredible and amazing. And I'm not trying to diminish that in any way, shape, or form from, you know, from anyone else out there. But this spiritual retreat it's next level. It is next level. The places we're going, the initiations we're going to go through, Stellar's sacred, she holds the 432 hertz frequency of the cosmic divine mother, and she's a songstress. And that's initially like how I was called to her, was on YouTube. Spirit put her in front of me one day, and I felt it. But their teachings and the information and stuff that comes through from, you know, Yeshua to John and Mary Magdalene to her is just, it's beyond. And their teachings are the true teachings. And the Magdalene teachings are thousands of years old. And there's a lot of the teachings out now that have been, how do I want to say, edited by other people's personal, I don't know, thoughts, etc. You know what I mean? So it's like drinking from the, you know, it's like straight from the source, basically. Like, and it's so, and I'm not diminishing again anyone, you know, because you guys know me, I channel Mary Magdalene and Yeshua, and like everything, you know, and everything I pull, like everything that comes through is just so always powerful and beautiful. But it's different. It's different. And so these are sacred codexes and teachings, and we will all be going through a white flame initiation where we get certified level 1 and level 2 with their quantum healing white flame temple training. That's the service that the two of them do together and offer. And you know, it's not cheap to do. And I've been wanting to do it for like a year with them, but it just hasn't lined up. So I'm stoked, because literally everyone who goes through this and like on the retreat, they can come back from France literally and start working one-on-one, doing very, very high level quantum healing and training as well. So it's like a spiritual, it's an initiation. If you resonate with ancient Egypt, Lemuria, Atlantis, the Rose lineage, you know, Isis, okay? Like Mary Magdalene, she was also a high initiate of Isis, and like Mother Mary being a high initiate of, you know, Kuan Yin and Hathor, and then, you know, also being like a teacher guide to Mary Magdalene. It's like, but it's, you see how it's all connected. So anyways, I know I just like talked about that for like hella long, but I pinned in the comments, you guys are going to see it for a while, until we only have, I think, 4 spaces or 5 spaces left. I honestly, I don't know exactly, but we're only looking to bring around 14 people. So and it's like we're in a 9 year. This is the year I deemed it. It is the year of the High Priestess. It is a 9 year. We are going in the 9th month. We are going for 9 days. And it's literally like, right, like September, end of September, like it's going to be Libra season. I'm going right before my 41st birthday. So I'm excited. But that's right around the time that the eclipses start back up again, fall equinox, like, right. There's just it's a powerful time. And that time of year, I don't know. 'Cause I was like, initially when I talked to Stellar and John about it, and I was like, this is what's on my heart. 'Cause you guys have been asking me for, you know, a couple years now to please organize a spiritual retreat, and that you guys would come if I did, you know, and I was always like, when the time is right, it'll happen. And it's something that I've been manifesting not even to co-host or not to host, but just to go on one or to be led to one, or, you know, and I've been wanting to go to France to see them, but they just relocated because they were divinely guided by Yeshua and Mary Magdalene to this sacred land. And on their land, they have found, they were guided by the two of them. Of course, they told Stella and John, we've left these places or etc. Go find them. And they have found every single one. So that's what I mean. We're going to be going to sacred sites that a lot of people visit, you know, when they go on Magdalene retreats in southern France, like Mary's Cave and, you know, Rennes-le-Château. I know I'm not saying that extremely correctly, etc. But places that we're going are like, and really no one knows except Stella and John. So I'm excited, you guys. Like, I know there's like 8 billion people in the world, and this seems like far-fetched to say that they're the only ones teaching what they teach, but they are. They are. And it's said with humbleness and humility. I really like talk about it like deeply because I'm trying to express how beautiful, how powerful, how ancient and true and real, okay, like it is. So, all right, pinned in the comments, you go watch the video and then email me if you feel called to this. We would love to have you. So I don't even know if I finished my download. Okay, so like it was like the divine mask. So a big thing coming through, and I think I'm gonna do a separate message about this, is gratitude. Gratitude and appreciation coming through from the divine masculine to the divine feminine for everything that the divine feminine has shown to the masculine, whether it be literal, like them watching you, or, you know, seeing you on social media, or through conversations you've had, or just energetically, etc. Look at, thank you. It's gratitude. There's so much gratitude and appreciation and respect coming through. Very strong. Thank you for mirroring such strength. You inspire me. You're my teacher of self-love, soul mission, healing, healthy boundaries, magic, and more. Okay. Let's see. I feel called to see what this is. Oh my God, yes. You guys, perfect to end this. And we're ending, it's 111, okay? So I'm going to wrap it up. I'm completing a huge cycle that I have been resisting for a long time. I am turning the wheel of destiny. Yes. And look, see, all 3 of these, and I'm ending it on this one. All 3 of these are thank you. I've learned, I've grown from you, you know, like you're a teacher to me. Like, I feel like there's so much love and appreciation and divine truth. I know, so the masculine says here, last one, I know that I'm going through a spiritual awakening. I am learning about this by researching things and from you. I feel different. Exactly. That's that, and the equinox and this eclipse, that's what it's done. And that's what I was talking about earlier. We feel different. We feel like, I feel different. I feel good. I feel ready. Like, I feel charged up. Like, I want to go run a marathon, and I can't wait to start my second channel on the 4th, and, you know, and you know, going to France in September, and just like everything else in between, and like the things that I know are coming in. I feel good. I feel excited. Like, I just feel like incredible. And like I said, like I feel my aura is just like, it's like everything brightened up again, and like just kind of, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I can't wait to hear how you guys are doing. I love you so much. I know this was a longer one, but hey, if this is for you and you're still here, then that's how you know, right? So thank you so much, mi amors. Happy equinox, happy spring, happy Ostara, happy Aries season, and I'll see you guys with more videos very, very soon.